I can't say I ever wondered what it felt like to be human. But then my grandfather Granat always said, "It's safer not to talk to your food." And as every dragon knows, humans are the most dangerous kind of meal there is. Of course, as a young dragon, all I ever saw of them were their jewels and their books. The jewels were delightful, but their books were just maddening. What a waste of ink! No matter how hard I squinted, I could never make it past the first few paragraphs of cramped, crabby text. The last time I tried, I got so frustrated I burned 3 of those books to cinders with angry puffs of my breath. "Don't you have any higher feelings?" my brother demanded when he saw what I'd done. Jasper wanted to be a philosopher, so he always tried to stay calm, but his tail began to lash dangerously, sending gold coins showering through our cavern as he glared at the smoking pile before me. "Just think," he told me. "Every one of those books was written by a creature whose brain was half the size of one of your 4 feet. And yet, apparently, even they have more patience than you." "Oh, really?" I loved goading high-minded Jasper into losing his temper. And now that I'd laid waste to my tiny paper enemies, I was ready for fun. So I braced myself, scales rippling with secret delight, and said, "Well, I think anyone who wants to spend his time reading ant scribbles must have an ant-sized brain himself." "Ah!" He let out the most satisfying roar of rage and leaped forward, landing exactly where I'd been sitting only a moment ago. If I hadn't been expecting it, I would have been slammed into a mountain of loose diamonds and emeralds, and my still soft scales would have been bruised all over. But Jasper was the one who landed there instead, while I joyously pounced on his back and rubbed his snout in the pile of rocks. "Children!" Our mother raised her head from her 4 feet and let out a long, suffering snort that blew through the cave, sending more gold coins flying.